Finish the steams.
The steams were here,
Yeah.
here, and then you're just gonna run the one there, right? Or the
No,
one on.
no, that one's gonna go to that one.
Okay.
Then this one is gonna turn. I'm gonna turn this into a single instead of a double.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna come out with a T. And then that's gonna continue on. And then the other side of that T is gonna connect to that one back there.
There's nothing gonna connect to this one, or
That's gonna go to the water pump or the radiator.
okay.
Whichever one, however we want to do that.
Whichever's most convenient.
Mm-hmm. And then this thing, this is what I'm gonna have to put back in it to connect the sensor. And then this right here they give you, and you can bolt it up there, and they say you can put a big block timing pointer on it if you choose to do so.
Okay.
I mean, all the timing's done with the computer.
With the computer.
If you were to crank it over and want to set it up on here, then you can put the timing pointer on it.
Okay. I like these headers, man. And I like how you, what did you use to do the indentation with?
I put tape on it, I marked it, and I put tape on it.
.408 cubic inches. These things look huge. You can't really tell off the video. But you can judge by my fist fits in there. And the throttle body. Harmonic balancer is on.
I still gotta do that side. I only did this one, but this thing right here. I put tape on it, and then I put that on top of the tape, and bam, I put it on the table over there. And then I put a blanket down so it didn't mess up the finish.
Okay. Okay. What's the next step with this freaking thing?
Coils, coil packs, plugs, fuel line from here to here. I don't know if we're gonna go around and then come up and make it go underneath or come up with the top. I don't know what's gonna go on. Are we gonna put a pressure gauge where our inlet's gonna be? I don't know. I gotta figure.
I got a regulator. I should have brought it. I got a regulator and I have a cross member.
Transmission cross member?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we don't need that, but the regulator, if it's gonna be mounted here or on the fender.
I wanted it kind of. I don't know where I'll put it, but.
And then we're gonna eventually get a catch can for the vacuum here with breathers on it.
Okay.
But.
Okay. And the tranny is still there, and the converter is still there.
Yep. Right there, right there. And you see how I got the ATI flex plate, and I got that locking device where the starter goes. That locks the flex plate from turning.
Right.
And I torqued this thing down right here to 230 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. That was almost maxed the gauge torque wrench out. Goes to 250.
But it's on there. So the belts will go here or here?
Yeah.
On this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this was... Okay. And the next big thing
that's what I'm figuring out right now. I got to measure from here to see how offset this is, and the water pump has to be the same offset for the pulley.
Okay. But I've already paid for a water pump.
You already paid the water pump and the starter, so I got to get those two things. Oil filter and braking oil, I got to get those things.
Catch can.
And then now that we know this thing fits, I can send these out, get them powder coated, or you can take them, get them powder coated.
I would leave them just like that, bro.
Okay.
I'd leave them just like that.
Well, they might rust.
Oh, okay.
Powder coated. They're steel.
Okay, powder coated, and it is.
Yeah.
Powder coat. There you have it.
You know, I got a little powder coating oven. I could do it myself. So
okay, cool.
I don't have to set it nowhere.
If you got a high gloss black or whatever, that'll work.
Yeah. I did that on my my valve covers, my big block valve covers, and my water neck came out bitching.
Okay. And this thing is
went to the car show yesterday at Redondo Beach.
Right.
There's my buddy right there. Blown, big tire car.
Is that a gasser? No, that's not a gasser.
It's like a Pro Street. This one's a gasser. That's my other buddy, Chris. Yeah, we had fun yesterday at the beach.
Is there a specific way you put this thing on to set the timing, or is it just go on?
It's got a keyway in it.
Oh, okay.
So
it
you
goes
gotta
on
set
with
it up with a keyway.
Okay.
It usually doesn't matter from the factory though. Like LS doesn't have a keyway in it. They just put it on because the sensors are what times the motor. The crank sensor and the cam sensor.
Okay. And we're gonna talk about the catch can. I was looking at the Mighty Mouse stuff, but if you find something and recommend something else, it's fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be what, aluminum or billet black or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the two. Yeah, I've seen it too. So I don't. I look at stuff, but when it comes down to actually buying it, then I do all my research and.
Is this bolted down now?
No, I got to get this fitting
right
here.
Oh, the fitting. Okay. Okay.